Hey guys, it's Poop Dealer here. This is our first episode ever. I'm here with my boys Greatness Required. You want to say hi?
Hey.
I'm here also with I Vexed.
Yo.
And we're missing our other boy, Monkey, due to technical difficulties and the fact that we all forgot to invite him to the podcast while we started it. But hindsight's 2020, I guess, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So we're just gonna start this motherfucker off.
So today we're gonna be talking about Poop Dealer's messed up stories.
Yeah, baby. So I'd like to start off the scene with a very good story. It's very dear to my heart. It's from a while ago, and so I got invited to the sleepover, right, in like 5th grade, and we're in his basement, and it was nighttime, and we were all asleep, and then I woke up with this really bad urge to pee. Like, you have no idea. I thought my bladder was going to explode. So I get up, I feel around in the basement. It's pitch black, like no lights at all. I remember kind of where the bathroom is, so I like walk in there, feel around. I feel like something that feels like a toilet. I'm not sure. It's like 2 a.m. I'm exhausted. I'm like 11, and I just pee in what I think is a toilet, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I go back to bed. I wake up the next morning to my friend yelling and screaming. I get up and I'm like, what's going on? He's in the bathroom. He calls us in there. He goes, someone peed in my toothbrush holder. And I just sit there and I'm like, oh, hell no. So I turn to him and I go, hey, it was Mason, the guy who's still sleeping. And I blame our one friend, Mason. And they get into a big fight. And long story short, Mason was never invited back. He was banned from their house for peeing in their toothbrush. Yeah, man. It was so funny. But
Wow.
yeah, Vex, do you have anything you want to add?
Well, I wasn't there. You mean just like a different story?
No, just anything you want to say.
Oh.
The coronavirus has now just hit North Carolina.
Yeah,
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, me and Vex
that's
are
the thing.
brothers, and Greatness Required is some autistic dude we met on the side of the road one day.
Seriously.
Yep. I hit sight.
That laugh, though.
Yeah, his laugh is horrible.
It's so obnoxious for the listeners.
Dude, we're just roasting the poor man.
He's autistic. I mean, yeah, he's little.
You guys are so mean.
Hey, man. Missing Monkey.
Yeah.
But, yeah, dude. Fuck this podcast, man. I'm trying to make money, bro.
Yep.
Dude, this is like
All
the
right.
suckiest episode ever, dude.
Intern, tell another story.
Oh, yeah, we also call Greatness Required intern, because
Yeah.
I don't really want to say Greatness Required every time I want to refer to this stupid bitch.
Who makes that name? God.
Alright, intern, anything you want to say? Please.
So
So what? So what?
since I'm a Christian boy, nothing has happened in my life that is so stupid like Brendan.
Y'all ever kissed a man before?
Well,
Once.
one time
What?
I was at Ben's house, you know.
No, I don't know. Ben.
I was at
Dude,
this kid's house, and we were hanging out, and then we just found this old karaoke machine. And by the way, this is like a couple years ago, and Ben's little brother Caleb, he was like 6 or 7.
The viewers don't know Ben.
Okay. So yeah. So he's like 6 or 7, and it's kind of like the first time I've really met him, and all of a sudden he starts like showing his butt to me and stuff. I'm like, what the heck?
Whoa.
Well, I'm not. No, the little brother guy. And then while we're
That's first.
fiddling with the
What are you
karaoke
into younger
machine-
dudes or something?
No, no, I'm not.
Profile.
No. And then while we were fiddling with the karaoke machine, Caleb goes into a room, and he comes out in a blanket, and we're still fiddling with it, and then it turns out he was naked inside, and he just pulled the blanket apart and showed us everything.
Okay, so for our first episode, we're talking about how the intern, Greatness Acquired, saw a underage penis. Yeah, pretty much. That's what you just said.
Yes, and we're like,
What
and
is
me and
wrong
Ben were
with
like,
you?
what are you doing? And then we order him to go get
Yeah,
clothes on, and the end.
Wow. I've never once
Great.
unhear something so bad.
That's the only
Wait,
thing
so
that's
podcast
happened
works.
to me.
Did you kiss him? Because
No, I didn't. He just
You
showed
said
his butt to
once.
me.
I asked the question, you were like, yeah, once, and then you told the story, and I was like, okay, so when's
Wait,
that
what?
gonna-
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
Story's terrible.
That was.
Okay, I'm sorry. Jeez. This
Yeah.
podcast is trash.
Dude, that's what's gonna make it awesome. How we don't give a shit about the podcast. Like, for real.
The laugh right there. ladies and gentlemen. That laugh.
Shut up.
And he likes young guys. So.
Yeah. I shall tell a story.
Okay.
Okay, one day, me and my little self in elementary school, I was like, well, I had to go to the bathroom. So I was like, I get bored in there. And so I walk in.
You jerk off.
And, no, you're just supposed to, pee and then, wash your hands and leave. And I'm like, I'm going to make this interesting. So I wet a paper towel and throw it in, and it hits this kid's head. He's like, what? But I was like, oh, wow, that was pretty funny. So then I start knocking on his door, because he was in a stall, and I knock on his door, and this kid, he was occupied, and there's 3 other stalls next to him that no one was in. It was wide open. It was obvious that there's other ones open. So I knock again. He's like, bro, occupied. So I decided, you know what? I take my shoe off and throw it under him. And he's like, bro, what the heck? And I think he's taking a poop or something. He's already uncomfortable as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I throw another paper towel. And he's like, bro, what the heck? So he gets out of the stall. And I'm still waiting there. It's been 10 minutes. And I think he told on me. I'm not really sure. But I walk into my classroom after 20 minutes of being gone. And the kid just happened to be in my class. I was like, oh crap.
Oh,
And yeah, he told the teacher.
dude,
So that was great.
I have a good elementary school bathroom story. I have a few actually. So
Okay.
one time, this is in 5th grade. I was in the bathroom and there was a second grader or first grader in the stall next to me, and I'm sitting there and I have my lunchbox next to me for some reason, backpack, and I just think it's a really good idea. So I reach in, I have chocolate pudding. I put chocolate pudding all over my hand. I stick my hand underneath the stall and I go, hey man, can I have toilet paper? I'm this, and I was wiping. And the kid, you know how little kids, when they're uncomfortable, they'll just go completely silent and pretend they can't talk? That's what this kid did. So my shit covered hand is underneath the stall door, and he's just frozen. He won't move, won't talk. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I pull it back out and wait. Then I hear him open the stall door and get out and go to wash his hands. I open my stall door, walk out. This little kid looks at me terrified. There's still the pudding on my hand. I look at him dead in the eye, start licking my hands, and I go, never mind, I got it. And he ran out of there so fast, dude. So fast. I had to get out of there because he told his teacher that some big kid was in there eating poop. Oh yeah, bro. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I have a story that actually happened today.
Really?
Yeah. So I got done my Spanish class and I was headed to study hall. And I walked up the steps and just went back into the bathroom. I'm in the bathroom a lot. I went into the bathroom and I just hop on Clash of Clans. I pee, I wash my hands and all that. I hop on Clash of Clans because my class is right next to the bathroom and I had like 2 minutes before class started. So I'm just sitting on Clash of Clans. This kid, he looks at me and he's like super sketchy. I'm like, okay. And then this dude looked like a complete druggie. And I was and he was just sitting over the sink, just staring at himself in the mirror. And he slowly inches his way over to me. I started washing my hands at this point, and he tasked me. And I'm like, what? and he's like,
he what?
He like made a little gesture. He's like, bro, you got a rip? And I'm like, bro, come on.
Oh no!
Like, bro, come on. And I'm like, bro, no, I don't. And then he's like, okay. So he like shuffles back to where he was, stares back at himself in the mirror, and I'm sitting on my phone. I look up at him. He slowly turns his head and looks over at me, and I'm just like, I'm out of here. So I just walk out of the bathroom. I'm like, what the hell just happened?
Wait a minute, you got a rip? Is that like some kind of drug or something?
Oh my god,
bro! Ours? Okay. Who is this kid?
No. So for the viewers, Greatness Required, also known as our intern, he was homeschooled, and
I'm smarter than you.
What?
And I'm smarter than you, so get rusted.
Yeah,
he's one of those kids.
He's autistic, so obviously he's gonna be pretty smart.
For some of our, yeah, just keep going.
But anyway, he's very Christian, and he led a very sheltered life, so he doesn't know a lot of these things. So this podcast is also...
I'm not super sheltered, okay? I mean,
bro, you didn't know what a rip was.
Wait. For dumbass fans out there like him, a rip is a vape, a jewel.
Oh.
So it's something
okay.
like that.
I know what a vape is. It's just I don't know the word for it, okay? Jeez. My dad used to vape.
Your dad what?
My dad used to vape.
I thought you said my dad masturbates. I was like, oh.
All right.
Okay. Good to know. Like,
great podcast.
Okay. So, how about now we'll talk about what's happening in the world. We're talk about the coronavirus.
News. What do you mean?
Let's talk about the coronavirus.
I think I caught it the other day. I can't believe it actually hit North Carolina, though. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, it did.
Dude, didn't have like flu symptoms from the coronavirus, or like we didn't die. It would actually be kind of sick to have it because we could just chill and quarantine. I wouldn't have to go to college anymore, and I could just hang out, and I wouldn't.
And then
die.
we can die.
We all live on the East Coast, and it jumped from New York down to North Carolina, and I'm a little sketched.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I'm gonna start not going places like
you're homeschooled. I mean. It's not gonna matter for you.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, you guys are at more risk because you guys have to go places like every day.
Yeah, I got work and college, all that stuff, man.
That shitty looking kid in the bathroom probably had that virus. About 10 STDs to come with it.
Definitely.
So let's talk about the future of the podcast.
Yes.
Listen,
wait,
dude.
We need to talk.
I want brand deals. I eventually want freaking brand deals, a Patreon, a website.
I can make us a website if you want us to.
My PayPal better blow up.
We need an intro with music. We need a theme song.
No, we also need an intro, like an intro for every episode, like not just the introduction to the to the podcast.
Because soon. And, dude, we need, like, the actual setup, like, mics, all this stuff, because right now the podcast is scuffed AF, but it's going to be lit sooner or later, boys.
Yeah, I can get my dad to get me a mic from our church, since he works there.
How old are you? Like, jeez. Bruh.
You can't. I'm not gonna reveal my age on the podcast.
Yeah, you can't tell the viewers how old he is. Frick, Vex.
We also need to talk about the schedule, like how often we're gonna put out a podcast episode.
Like once a week. I don't know.
I think we'll do it once a week. I think we'll put it on. Do you guys want to do it on the weekend? Or in the here? We'll post it post it the weekdays. We'll record it on weekends and then we'll post it on the weekday.
Why don't we record it on Tuesdays? Because Monkey can do that day.
We're still missing Monk.
Yeah, that's the only day he can do it.
Okay, so we'll record Tuesday and it'll come out around it'll come out either the week just once a week. Just watch for it. And then later we'll make an actual day where it comes out. And yeah. And also send in your messages and we can your questions and we'll put them on the podcast if we want to.
Yeah, also we're definitely not gonna reveal ourselves unless you already know us, because I'm gonna tell some messed up stuff here and they will ruin my chance of ever getting a job.
I may eventually down the road, depending on how this goes.
Yeah, it'll be difficult though, because they'll know that you're my brother. But we'll figure it out. Eventually, I want a YouTube channel where we can get where we can game together, and also have, really funny moments and stuff like that. That would be sick.
Yeah,
that's basically what we want from the future of this. This is like a stepping stone and something huge, guys. So
yeah,
prepare yourselves.
You guys could brag to your friends that you're one of the first followers to just guys being dudes.
Yeah, you could just call us the guys. Like that, you could be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go watch the guys."
Yeah, if you enjoyed this podcast, tell your friends, tell your dog, tell your
mom. Tell your mom. Yeah. Tell her to hit me up.
Tell your grandma.
I'll hit your grandma up too, bro. I don't care.
What about the great grandma?
Yeah. Anyone who's still living.
Anyone. Your little niece
whoever can click a like, or I don't even know if there's likes here, but whoever can
follow, favorite our podcast.
Yeah,
we're able to do that. We're gonna be putting this on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
And also, the other ones are going to be much longer than this. This is just a trial one, so you can get to know.
Yeah, this is the first episode.
Oh man, that means we're gonna.
This is episode 0. This is episode 0. It's our very beginning.
Yeah, we kind of went into this not having stories or a plan to tell stories, so
yeah, we can't just
wing it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is 100% not scripted. We're just going off in this shit. Yeah. We don't know what we're doing, man.
I mean, we'll make we'll make this short script of what we're gonna talk about today, but that's it. We're not gonna we're not gonna look at a piece of paper and say what we're supposed to say and stuff. We're we're gonna talk about this today, and then we'll just say whatever is on our minds about that.
Yeah, bro, it's gonna be awesome.
Okay, well, I think we're gonna end it here. Thanks for watching or listening.
See ya, gays.
Oh, that's what I just said.
I know, I repeated, you bitch. I didn't claim it as mine.
What the hell do you think you're talking to?
Shut the fuck up,
Dealer 446?
Yeah, that's my motherfucking name. What do you want, that? You're gonna come over there and take a shit on your face? Because I will.
Bro, you're a freak.
I'll straight up dookie on you, bro. I be selling that dookie. I'm the dookie dealer. Alright, goodbye, guys.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
I love you.
My cheeks hurt.
I love you all.
Okay, guys. See y'all.
Yay. Haha.